Alright, so today I am going to make some curry coleslaw. And I have everything all chopped up and ready to go. So we have a good handful of cilantro, 1 carrot grated, and some celery, 1 stalk of celery chopped, and then about a half a purple cabbage. So we're going to combine all of those ingredients into our bowl. And from there, I just have some ingredients for the dressing, and I'll tell you guys what that is in a minute. Oh, and then I forgot, I was going to use the beans that I sprouted the other day because they are ready to be eaten. And I couldn't figure out what else to put them in, so I figured this would be pretty good in the salad, or I don't know, we'll find out how it tastes. We'll see. Alright, so everything together, mixed together, kinda, sorta. And then we're gonna, let's see, so I got these, they're rinsing right now, and I've had them in the fridge because that preserves them for longer. Once they're sprouted enough, you can see they have the little sprouts coming out of them, so they are ready to be eaten. So I'm just going to make sure the water is nice and drained out of there. I actually just added the water to get them another nice drain. Okay, so however many we want of these in here, I think I want a good amount because I want to find out how they taste. And then I'm going to add some sesame seeds. These are raw. Toasted sesame seeds are really good, and actually I'm adding, I didn't even realize this until now, but this is toasted sesame seed oil too. And it does have a different flavor than just regular raw sesame. So I'm adding some of this. That'll be my 5% raw for the day. Because normally yesterday I was 100% raw, but today I guess the toasted sesame oil will put me on the less than 100% today. So what I'm adding right now is about a teaspoon of cumin, and it doesn't even have a label or anything because we buy all of our stuff in bulk, the stuff we use a lot of, and cumin is definitely one of them. And then turmeric. This stuff is like really good. It's supposed to be an anti-inflammatory, kind of like cinnamon is too. So that was about a half a teaspoon of turmeric. And some cayenne for a little extra kick to it. You don't want to add too much of that because it can heat things up pretty fast. So that was about a half a teaspoon, maybe 3/4 of a teaspoon. And then the curry powder for the curry flavor. The curry does have turmeric and cumin in it, but this will just, that'll make it get a little extra flavor to it. So, get all of that in there. And then the juice of 1 lemon. This is just the half. And the lemon juicer, this thing saves fingers. If you have a cut or anything on your fingers, it's like, yeah, way better than trying to squeeze lemons by hand. That's for sure. Especially when we make a lot of lemonade on our own so we don't have to, we save a little money and then we can have our organic lemonade. And if there's a cut or anything, it would just, oh yeah, it's not fun. So, there we have it. Oh, and then the last ingredient besides just salt is ginger. And this is actually frozen ginger. We don't buy ginger like a lot, so we keep it in the freezer. And so I was just going to grate a little on the top. And I don't actually peel it because I think it kind of wastes it. When you buy organic stuff, I don't really worry too much about it. Just make sure it's good and washed off preferably before it's frozen if you want to freeze it. So there we go. And that was probably a lot of ginger, but I like my ginger. So I'm going to grab something to stir this with. And then we can figure out how this tastes. So it's a little like a traditional coleslaw, and then with definitely not in the flavor department. It's going to be a lot more flavorful, I'm guessing. This is just an experiment recipe though, so I'll be finding out as soon as it's all mixed together. And then gotta add the salt. So this is just pink Himalaya salt. It's amazing. I would recommend everyone get their own pink Himalaya salt. It's nice to have it pre-ground though, because it does take it uses a little muscles, I have to admit. Sometimes I don't salt my stuff as much just because it takes so much more effort to salt things. And that might be a better thing for me because I used to tend to oversalt things a lot. So there we have it, the mixed together curry slaw. It looks really nice, so we're gonna see. I want to try one of the sprouted beans too. And it's good. Very good. I think I'm going to add a little more sesame. It definitely has a kick to it. Alright, so there we have it. The curry slaw. It's a little spicy, but it's really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed my recipe. And email me if you have any questions about raw food and whatever else, because I'm learning as I go, and I'm always like to hear your guys' opinions.